Brazil. Yeah, it's another UFC review. Woohoo! Before I carry this on, though, I just hope he's on my lap the entire time. He's adorable and fuzzy. So yeah, UFC 212 took place in the. That's not the page I wanted. I was accidentally on Discord. At the Jeunesse. It's in Brazil, in the Jeunesse Arena in Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, UFC 212, Max Holloway, who's the interim champ, against Jose Aldo, who's the champ. Yeah, let's just get right into it, starting with the prelim card. So, yeah. So, the first fight was Yuri Alcantara versus Brian Gadelha, who was a newcomer because Alcantara was supposed to fight. Was he supposed to fight? Felipe Ronches, but Ronches pulled out due to undisclosed reasons, and Brian Gadelha replaced him and won by guillotine choke in the first round. It was a pretty back and forth fight. Alcantara was definitely getting the better exchanges on the feet because he was just the best striker between the two, but he went for a takedown, and Brian Gadelha managed to get in a really good guillotine from there. Also, my hair is such a mess. Better? Yeah, he managed to get a good guillotine and got the win by submission. It was kind of a shock, kind of out of nowhere. And yeah, it was a really good fight. It's a really good way to start things off. I liked it. I might have my eye on Gadelha. He impressed me in this. So yeah, we're going to move on. Really good fight, this. Next up was another one as Johnny Eduardo took on Matthew Lopez, and Lopez won by TKO. 2 minutes 57 seconds of round number 1. Once again, fairly back and forth fight. I don't remember a whole hell of a lot about it, but yeah, it got to a point where I think Matthew just managed to get a takedown and won by TKO. Got some really good ground pound. I think it's this fight where he won from the back. No, I don't think it was that. But it was still a good showing from him. So yeah, well done to Lopez. Another guy I'm kind of going to keep my eye on. John Eduardo is now sledge rider though, so yeah, he can definitely recover from a loss like this. It was a good fight though. Next up was Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Eric Spicely. This, again, like the previous two, was fairly back and forth. A lot of really good striking. It eventually got to the ground, and Carlos managed to take Spicely's back and managed to eventually get the rear naked choke after several attempts at it. Spicely is really good on the ground, but Carlos is just that bit better. He managed to get a really good rear naked choke. And of his last 3 wins now, he's finished 2 of them with that move, so it's safe to say he's got a really good rear naked choke. Pretty damn good. And the thing is, when he caught him, when he had Spicely's back, he wasn't doing like the big stuff. He was catching Spicely off guard with the small things, the basic things that you learn in jiu-jitsu when it comes to the back work. So that was really smart. I like that. That was good. So yeah, and then next up is the last fight on the prelim card. So either way, the Brazilian fans were winning as Rafael Assunção took on Marlon Moraes, and fairly kind of okay fight. Assunção did do more work eventually and did get the win by split decision. Wasn't the most exciting fight, but it did get the job done. It was good enough. Assunção proved why he's still going, and Moraes, he's a good prospect. I think. This is the first fight I've seen him in. He did a good enough job. He did good enough to not get to not have Assunção win all the judges' votes. Like Assunção won 2. And Moraes won the 1. But yeah, it was a really good fight. I liked it. Well, I say really good. It was decent. So yeah, that was the for the prelim card. It was a pretty good card, and then we're going to move on to the main one. First up, Eric Indio Silva took on Yancy Medeiros. Pretty good fight. Medeiros won by TKO in round 2. And before I carry on, I just need to bring something up. Oh yeah. Brian Gadelha got a performance of the night bonus. Should have mentioned that. So, yeah, back to this fight. Who was it again? Yancy Medeiros against Eric Silva. Medeiros won at 2 minutes into round 2. by TKO. It was a fairly, really backy, forthy, fighty thingy, doobry. Why am I talking like that? Anyway. Pardon me. Yeah. Another fight I don't really remember a whole lot of. I know that Silva was landing a lot of really big shots because he's really good. He's kind of been on a weird sort of like up and down tangent as Silva. Like he's still good, but it's weird to explain. Like it's kind of like he wins a couple, then loses one, then wins one, then loses a couple. It's weird, but he did a good enough job. Not enough to win, because, it was a TKO win for Jens Gudera's teammates into round 2. But it was still a good performance from him. Medeiros managed to get, I think he went for a takedown, just managed to get a really good opening and TKO finish from the top. So, yeah, all the props to Medeiros. I definitely think he's really underrated. I do like him. And Silva's not going anywhere. I really like Silva. I definitely think he has a chance to win the belt one day. There are a lot of things he needs to pick up on, but he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So there you go. Next up is another newcomer named Paolo Borrachinha against Oluwale Bamgbose. And wow, this was a really good fight, to be honest. There was a lot of back and forth. Bamgbose was moving around like a bat out of Nigeria, because that's where he's from. Landed a lot of really good strikes. Paulo was pretty damaged by the end of the fight, but he did manage to get his arm back and landed a great combo. Knocked down Bamgbose and just finished him on the ground. It was a really, really good fight, really good showing from Borrachinha. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it. Of all the newcomers to have come to have appeared on this night, on this card, on a numbered card no less. UFC numbered cards are usually the most important ones. And to impress me the most out of any other victor, especially of all the other newcomers, I think that says something. I'm definitely keeping my eye on Paulo. I definitely think he's got a lot of potential, a lot of talent. And Bamgbose is no slouch, to be honest. He's really good. But I'm definitely keeping my eye on Paulo. He had some really good moments in round 1, and some great, even better ones in round 2, and just managed to get the finish. So, yeah, it was a really good showing. I really liked it. Keeping my eye on Paulo, without doubt. Next up was a clash of 2 leg ends. Vitor Belfort versus Nate Marquardt. It might be my least favourite fight on the card, to be honest, which is weird because they're both really good and both really exciting. Vitor Belfort won by a decision. It was a fight that kind of dragged on a bit. It was probably my least favourite fight on the card. It was okay. It wasn't. It's just below some surface admiration on the card for me, but Vitor did enough to win. Marquardt didn't really manage to do a whole lot. There wasn't really a whole lot that actually did happen in the fight, except for when Vitor started landing. If he had done that more and actually finished, I probably would have been more impressed with the fight, and he had plenty of opportunity in round 3, but he didn't really jump on it, so yeah, I'm not mad at this fight, I'm just a bit disappointed, so could have been better, but at the end of the day, I got nothing against either guy, really. They're both really good. But it wasn't a great fight. Really not a lot you can do to change that. Next up is the co-main event, a women's strawweight fight between Claudia Gadelha from Brazil. Waka waka. I don't know what that has to do with Brazil. I do this thing a lot, by the way. I know it's like a Samoan thing. I have no Samoan in me whatsoever. Well, maybe I do. Yeah, between Claudia Gadelha and Karolina Kowalkiewicz, which is just a really fun surname to say. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Gadelha won pretty easily, ran a choke, got herself the other performance of the night bonus. Really well done. Did it in the first round. I know the striking, Claudia was winning this, she just got a takedown, took Karolina's side. Then Karolina gave her back up really easily. Claudia took it and got her in a choke and won. It was pretty fucking easy, to be honest, but it was a really, really good job. Claudia's really good on the ground. I like her. I think she is definitely one of the 2 best female strawweights in the UFC. The number 1 is always going to be Joanna, I'm afraid. But yeah, this was a good fight. I enjoyed it. So yeah, we're going to move on to the main event now. So the main event of the evening, Featherweight Champion Jose Aldo against Interim Champion Max Holloway. Brazil versus Hawaii. This was a hell of a fight. Oh my god, it definitely deserved fight of the night. It could be my top 10 of the year. It was extremely exciting. Very, very back and forth. It didn't go the distance. And Holloway is now actually the second Hawaiian. Okay, yeah, Holloway won. Third round TKO, but it was a hell of a fight. He did a really nice combo. Like, he landed a good 1-2. Then he knew the counter big right from Aldo was coming, so he came that with another 1-2 and finished him. And Aldo was stunned for a good long while on the ground because it took a while for I almost said Medeiros. They're both from Hawaii. I got a bit mixed up. For Holloway to actually finish the fight, and he did by TKO. And it was not easy to do though. Aldo was defending himself really well, but eventually he just kind of gave up. Not really a whole lot else you can do from those positions. Holloway really impressed me. Didn't get performance tonight, which I was kind of sad about, but he is now the second Hawaiian man and the first since BJ Penn to bring a belt back to Hawaii. And he's now the undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion because he unified the belts now. I wonder if Conor McGregor and Max Holloway are going to have a rematch now. That would be interesting to see. I mean, I really would like to see that. I haven't seen the first one, but I've heard it's really good. Almost done. There we go. So yeah, really good fight, and as promised, my cat has been on my lap this entire time. How have I not annoyed him to death with my rambling? Anyway, yeah, really, really good fight. Easily could be my top 10 of the year. I really like this fight. It was a lot of fun. That was an upset win, but no, this is a fight where I would not have been mad no matter who won. I would have been perfectly fine with Aldo winning. I would have been perfectly fine with Holloway winning, and it was the latter, so I'm fine with it. And, you know, the two put on a fucking great fight, so I can't really fault either man for that. It was really, really awesome. To be honest, this was a really good card. Usually the UFC numbered cards don't do a whole lot as well as, like, the fight nights on Fox and FX and stuff. And it's weird to say that because it's kind of like a WWE thing where they have an NXT takeover event, then an actual WWE like pay-per-view like WrestleMania, obviously, or Backlash or so on. And the NXT takeover thing always does a lot better than the bigger pay-per-views that people actually know and watch more. So yeah, it's kind of like the like proper actual fighting version of that. But you know, sometimes even WWE turns up something really good with its normal pay-per-views, and sometimes UFC turns up something really good with its numbered pay-per-view card things. And this was a good event. I really enjoyed it. Really, really good main event. And I'll see you. When's the next UFC on? You'd think I know more about this. Next week, June 11th. Derek Lewis against Mark Hunt. I spaced the word out. I don't want to get demonetized. Oh, wait, I don't have that switched on. And I don't get paid for this. Yeah, who gives a shit. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you all, not then, but I'll actually see you tomorrow for my Real Big Fish backtracking episode. Tomorrow's going to be part 1. Tuesday's going to be part 2. It's going to be a really good one. I've written a lot for it. I forgot to mention, like I said this on Facebook, but on Friday night when I was supposed to finish writing it, I didn't, and I kind of got a little bit sad and had a bit of a moment, you know, one of those like really, really crappy, just feeling shit moments. I had one of those, and then the next day I still felt a little bit of it, but then I got better, and then I just finished writing the thing. So yeah, now you know why. The episode was promised on the weekend, but I'm moving it to Monday and Tuesday instead because I was feeling crappy and because I hadn't finished writing it yet. So now you know. And I'll see you all tomorrow and Tuesday for those videos. And thank you for watching this one. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'll see you all then. Take care.